All right, now that I'm a video editing expert, I'm going to make you an explainer video about how to use the charcoal barbecue. So, take the lid off. You can see that I've got some old coals from last time, and what I'm going to do is use the chimney to create a new barbecue. So I'm going to take this off. I'm going to hang it right here for the moment. A little paraffin lighter cube, I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to take my chimney and I'm going to put it here, and then I'm going to borrow some of the better coals from last time and put them in the bottom here. Not all of them, because they don't burn as well, but they can be reused. Okay, next I'm gonna top off my chimney with fresh charcoals, and these are the non-lighter impregnated kinds. The chimney alleviates the need for that. I'm going to do one other thing. I'm going to open so there's a lever down the bottom here that enables you to thrust the ashes into the chamber below, and that chamber can be removed with another handle down here, but you want to leave the vents on the bottom completely open. This butane lighter in my house is stored in the corner console in one of those drawers in the kitchen, and it only takes one of these, despite what the Weber package says. The Weber package says to use two. That is going to double your cost of using these for no reason at all. And that's it. So I'll do a zoom in shot here. You can see that I used almost all the old coals. I left a bunch of them here because I didn't want to use too many of them. The rest of those will kind of get used when I dump the coals out. You'll notice that the coals stay on half the tray. And this is going to take about 15 or 20 minutes for all the coals to burn and get that nice charcoaly color. So this took longer today than usual. I think I'm probably at 20 or 25 minutes already, and maybe still 5 minutes away. I think that might be because of the amount of used coals I put on the bottom. So maybe next time I would make a hamburger with new coals on the bottom and the top, and the old coals in the middle. Meanwhile, you can see that this thing is almost done, and in another 5 minutes we will be ready to dump it into the barbecue. This looks just about ready now. It's very hot. You need your, I call them hot hands. My wife doesn't like that term. She calls them oven mitts, but that's boring. I'm gonna pick this up and I'm gonna dump it. I'm gonna hold it like this and like this. I'm gonna dump it onto the side of my barbecue. Then I'm gonna take this, and I'm not gonna put it on the deck because the deck is made out of plastic. I'm gonna put it over here on a cinder block out of view. Having done that, I'm gonna put this in. There's a little drawer here in case you want to add coals. I've never really used that feature before. And the next thing I'm gonna do is put the lid on, and this is important. Remember to let the grill heat up. So this has a thermometer on the top and air vents that I'm gonna open. I'm gonna put the air vents over the coals, and I'm gonna leave this here for about 5 or 7 minutes until this says about 400 degrees or so. Looks like the grill is nice and hot. It's at 450. I'm gonna take the lid off. I'm gonna put my corn over the sort of non-direct heat side, and I'm gonna let those go for maybe 5 minutes before I throw some steaks on. So, temp's still at 475, so maybe a little hot. I'm gonna roll corns a little bit, and I'm gonna sear some steaks. Tonight I am doing a Blue Apron meal kit that has some nice steaks associated with it. So I'm gonna sear these on each side for a minute or two, and then move them over to the non-hot side of the grill after that. Okay, these are looking good. I'm gonna roll my corns a little bit. I'm gonna take the steaks and I'm gonna move them off the high heat part of the grill. Okay, these are looking good on side one. I'm gonna flip them over, finish cooking on side two. Corns are feeling a little slow. I'm gonna put them over the hotter part of the grill now and see how that goes. Incidentally, the corns are just a little swipe of butter, some salt and pepper wrapped in a tin foil. It works great. Takes about 10 or 15 minutes. So the steaks are looking real good right now. These are on the rare side. Get yourself an instant read thermometer. A decent one costs about $11. An awesome one costs about $22. The difference is the rate at which they read. I'm going to take the rare ones off. The corn is also, you can tell from the foil, beginning to look a little golden. That tells me it's probably about done. But you can't overcook the corn. So I'm going to take a couple of these off now, because I like them on the rare side. And I will leave the rest of them on for another minute or two, along with the corns. In fact, while we're over here, I'm going to use my instant read and see. So, 126, 130, 132, 133. This one reads 140, 151. Yeah, this one's at the same. So there's a degree of variation depending on where you put the probe. Okay, so while the medium steaks are finishing up, I'm going to take the corns off the grill, and I'll show you what those look like in a minute. I'm going to leave the medium steaks on here a little longer, and we swing back over this way. Take your hot hand and just open that up. You can see all that steam coming off there. That guy is done. This one is also done. And in another moment, the steaks on the grill will be ready as well. Okay, so the medium steaks are just about ready. The trickiest thing about charcoal grilling is just getting the charcoal to stay hot, and it will stay hot for say an hour, maybe longer, with just the coals that I used the first time. Some people feed the coals using that lift up tray, but there is a bit of getting used to the charcoal grill in order to adjust the amount of coal for the degree of grilling time, and that's why I like to reuse the coals. Otherwise you blow through a lot of coals pretty quickly. So I'm going to take the last two steaks off the barbecue. 1, 2, and let's check the temperature on that. So this is reading at 160, 166, 167, so these are definitely medium. So you'll let them rest, and we're done. Easy charcoal grilling. One final word here. In order to stop the grilling, unlike a gas grill, you need to cut off the airflow. So you do that by closing both vents, top and bottom. I'm going to put the lid back on, close that up like so. Down here on the bottom, I'm going to close my bottom up. In fact, you can see, well, you can't see, but I can see that it's closed. And that is going to cause the coals to go out, allowing me to utilize them a second time. So charcoal grilling, definitely more of a project than gas grilling, but particularly on weekends and vacation, a lot of fun, and pretty easy once you get in the